Hello, today we'll be learning about quadratic equation. What is a quadratic equation? A quadratic equation is an equation with the general form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, and c are constants and a cannot be equals to 0. Note that the highest power of the variable x is 2, and we call this algebraic equation with a degree 2. All algebraic equations of degree 2 can be rewritten in the general form. Let me give you an example of a quadratic equation in the general form. The following is a quadratic equation: 5x squared plus 3x plus 6 equals to 0. If we compare this to the general form, we can see that 5 corresponds to A, 3 corresponds to B, and 6 corresponds to C. You can see that 5 has the variable x squared, 3 has the variable x, and 6 has the variable x to the power of 0. Now let us go on an example of an equation where it's not really clear whether it's a quadratic equation or not. So the equation that I have in mind is 3y plus 2 over 2y equals to y. So a quadratic equation is an equation with the general form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where x has a power of 2. So from this equation, it's not really clear whether y has a power of 2 or not. So what we need to do is we need to manipulate this equation to the general form to determine if this is a quadratic equation. The first thing that we need to do is to get rid of the denominator, and what we can do is to multiply the left hand side and the right hand side with 2y. And you can see from here that this cancels out. So we get 3y plus 2 equals to 2y squared. And if we bring the 2y squared to the left hand side by subtracting negative 2y squared from both sides, we'll get the following. And this corresponds to the general form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a equals to negative 2, b equals to 3, and c equals to 2. And we can see that y has the power of 2, and we know that this is the highest power of y is 2, and so this is a quadratic equation.